Their argument that they're grabbing the pension funds, dumping more taxpayer money into it with the new taxes, and so a lot of yuppies, after they create a panic and drive down their 401ks, then the government will grab it, the 401ks will go back up, and yuppies will say, well, I guess it's all right that my taxes and my neighbor's taxes went up. At least my 401k went up. This is how these con artists rope you in. But then 2 years later, they'll take even more from you. But you're like an idiot at the casino who's already lost $20,000. You're writing IOUs to people. You're calling your cousins borrowing money. And you just think, if I keep playing craps here, or if I keep playing roulette, you know, it's going to stop on red soon. I'm going to win. Not only will the government confiscate 401k pensions, it would also impose a mandatory 5% payroll tax payable to everyone, according to a hearing chaired last week by Senator Tom Harkin, Democrat, Iowa, chairman of the Health, Education, Labor, Pension, Help Committee. This would, of course, be a sister government Ponzi scheme working in tandem with Social Security, the primary purpose being to give government politicians additional taxpayer funds to raid to pay for their out-of-control spending. And it goes on, and I've had Watson add to this how they set the scam up, getting them to invest public and private pensions in the derivative-backed systems and to get them to invest in failed banks. And here was that article, March 8, 2010, Bloomberg. Failed banks may get pension fund backing as FDIC seeks cash. But then you read the article, it says they're already ordering them. You got to love these articles. And it says the Federal Deposit Insurance Corps is trying to encourage, like Don Corleone putting a gun to your head and saying, it's enough, you can't refuse, is trying to encourage public retirement funds that control more than $2 trillion to buy all or part of failed lenders. Oh, isn't that a great investment for your pension? Failed derivatives, total made-up crud, backed up with fake mortgages and stolen homes, taking a more direct role in propping up the banking system, said people briefed on the matter. And it goes on to talk about the Oregon retirement, you name it, how they were ordered outside of law, just you better do it, to support of state pension funds to solve the crisis surrounding ongoing bank failures. So they're taking private pension funds and investing it in the state employees' Oregon pension fund. I mean, this is just the government raping us at every level. And see, once they tell the cops and bureaucrats, go out there and seize people's kids, write tickets, take their houses, do whatever you have to or you're going to lose your job and your pension, most of them will just lock and load their M16s, their AR-15s, and they are just going to march out against us. They already are. And that's the only place that's hiring is the federal government and the federalized sectors of state government, and they are an army of evil. Individually, they may not be evil, but the system is evil. It says the FDIC shuttered 140 lenders last year and expects to tally the number to rise in 2010. Okay, now let's talk about the effect of all of this. Remember, the Google search term is seize private pensions. Search those 3 words. We'll educate a lot of people today about what's coming down the pike. In fact, it's already here. They've already started the controlled implosion. So it's a guarantee this is going to happen in one permutation or another. But if people are aware of this politically, they won't get away with it because the system is going to sell the hoax. They're going to sell the hoax that this is the only way to save your pension fund. That's how they always do it. You know, give your rights up or Al-Qaeda will get you. Then you learn the whole apparatus of Homeland Security is for the American people. Or give us more tax money and control your life or the seas will rise and you will die. You know, global solutions to global problems so they can have a global government. Now, let me just illustrate everything I've been talking about dealing with Europe and the fact that they're a year and a half, 2 years ahead of us so you can see a window into what's happening in live time in the real world and what's going to happen here and already happening to some extent. Senior citizens brace for Social Security freeze, AP. And it says they're going to freeze it. Just a day ago, it was in 2011. Now they say they have to wait at least until 2012, probably longer. And I'm also seeing reports now they may even cut it. So see, first they say, oh, you might not get your Social Security increase COLA for inflation, and they're already using cooked lower inflation numbers, so they're already cutting it. But now they're saying, oh, 2011, oh, 2012, oh, 2013, oh, we're not just going to freeze it, we're going to cut it. Oh, it's okay, you're an old lady. We'll just, when you get sick from eating dog food, we'll just put you in a hospital and euthanize you, honey. And we got 10 dumb teachers that have been told when you die, they get jobs. So they're going to be more than happy to call for your death, Granny. In fact, we'll put the headline up there, The Case for Killing Granny, Newsweek. When we come back, I'll play good old Billy Gates. Little Billy, little Bobo Gates. Total slime bag. He's heavily invested in health care. And we're going to get into amputations when we come back. Oh, yes, they're saying you're not going to get any health care, and if you've got diabetes, we're just going to chop your arms and legs off. And we're going to look at what's happening in Europe right now on that front. This is key information straight ahead.
Off-the-grid remedies can still be grown in your own backyard. Tap into powerful off-the-grid health care using all-natural, time-tested herbal medications that you grow yourself with the new Survival Herb Bank. Take the first preventative step against the coming socialized medical shortages with survivalherbbank.com. Traditional herbal remedies have been used effectively for centuries, but the big pharmaceutical and big government cartel can't patent their natural healing powers. That's why they are trying to ban them. The Survival Herb Bank contains 20 powerful herbs, all with proven track records as off-the-grid remedies. And here's the best part. When you grow your own herbal medicines, potencies go through the roof. Learn more at survivalherbbank.com. Plus, get the ebook, How to Grow Your Own Herbs for Survival Remedies, a $39 value, free with every Survival Herb Bank order. Now at less than half price while supplies last at survivalherbbank.com. Or call 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. survivalherbbank.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
We all know that Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water filtration systems. The Berkey Light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Okay, so here are some of the headlines of what's happening in Europe, and this is what's coming here. Greek health system opts for amputation as money saver, and this is out of the Associated Press and also the Daily Caller. This Saturday, one of Greece's most respected newspapers, Tuvema, reported that the nation's largest government health insurance provider would no longer pay for special footwear for diabetic patients. Amputation is cheaper, says the benefits division of the state insurance provider. And that's what death care is. That's the death panels. The new policy was announced in a letter to the Pan-Hellenic Federation of the People with Diabetes. The federation disputes the science behind the decision of the benefits division. See, I thought it was doctors who decided what to do. No, now it's government boards, just like here. And the death panels are in there. Greece's national healthcare system was created in the 80s during the tenure of Prime Minister Papandreou, an academic who won election under the slogan, which in Greek is the word for change. Now, let's look at other countries, like the United States, CNBC. U.S. cities face $500 billion of pension deficits. That's just what's due this month. Don't worry, the feds are going to take over to fix it and raise taxes. Continuing here, French workers threaten general strike in response to austerity. They're having their pensions cut. They're having their taxes raised. They're being given death panels. Government run by eugenicists. Sarkozy faces showdown over retirement reform. Oh, you're not going to retire when you're 60. You're going to retire when you're 70. So that's just some of what's going on here. This is globalism. This is the race to the bottom. This is the new world order. And Bill Gates with Warren Buffett invest their money as philanthropists in tax-free foundations where only the profit goes to, quote, UN programs. And I hear all these weak-minded fools going, oh, isn't Bill Gates so wonderful? He cares so much. He gave $50 billion and Buffett gave $30 billion. They got other billionaires in the Chinese government to invest another $20 billion. It's over $100 billion to help children. It's all eugenics on record. All vaccine programs to sterilize people. We've got all the Rockefeller Foundation documents. We've shown them on air, written countless articles at Infowars.com, our great researchers. One wonderful fellow over in the Netherlands just continues to knock it out of the park with his research. All of this public, and I've got to hear how great Bill Gates is and how much he cares about us. His diabetes is up 3,000%. People drinking aspartame is one of the big causes. They're dying. And we're not going to, tell you to get off the aspartame or sodium fluoride. We're not going to tell you to stop drinking corn syrup. It's deadly in all the studies. No, we're just going to kill your butt. We're not going to give you health care. We're going to chop your arms and legs off. We're going to start with your fingers and your toes. And we're not going to, I mean, here's Bill Gates. And look, if you're above 60, no eye surgery. And they play the young people off against the old. You don't want to pay for that, do you? It's a socialist system. No, I don't. Don't give those old people eye surgery. And then you have a car wreck when you're 25. You're not going to get the surgery either. And it doesn't matter if you have insurance because it's all federally controlled under this system and it all gets put into a big pool. The government decides what health care you get. Here's Billy Gates.
That goes to health care. Is that over-allocated?
Well, the U.S. spends 17% of GDP on health care, and you drop down to number 2, which is Switzerland at 12%. And so you say, well, hey, what do we get for that? Well, we get nothing. The health outcomes, which are complicated to compare, but the health outcomes are basically slightly worse, both in terms of averages and the inequity. Our bottom quartile is very ugly compared to all other rich countries' bottom quartile. Our upper quartile is somewhat better, but that's how you get the inequity. So we're spending at a huge rate, which if it wasn't increasing faster than inflation, it's increasing as a percentage of the economy.
All right, we're going to, this is a long clip. We're going to come back to the specific clip after break where Gates says, don't give granny care, hire 10 teachers. We'll be right back.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it. others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Or